if you're sure, then fuck it.
Well, you're live now anyway, so
We're live now anyway, but no one can hear. They can't hear that. So we know anyway. This is the thing. We know if they'll shut it down before the actual thing. Hello, everybody. By the way, let me turn this down. Right, so what happened yesterday, then, Alan?
oh, Skegness.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me all about it because all I've been able to see. I might even have the paper still up here actually. Where is it?
You're hijacking me, aren't you, Jim?
Huh?
You're hijacking me now, aren't you? Get me under false pretenses.
What do you mean, Alan?
What do you mean?
Huh?
Everyone wants to know about your arrest, Jim.
Oh yeah, I'm fine, everyone. By the way, thanks for everyone's concern. I've seen a lot of people acting concerned and that. So yeah,
What do
I'm
you mean act? What? Whoa, 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 whoa! What do you mean acting?
acting concerned. That's what I mean.
They're not acting though, are they? It's not a fucking. It's not
Everyone's
a.
being concerned then.
Yeah, people was very concerned about you, Jim, because there was
Right.
more concern that some fucking disease-ridden junkie had spat in your face than you had been arrested.
Absolutely fucking filthy cretin, mate.
Right? Can I just ask you something? Did the police take you to hospital or anywhere to get checked out?
Bruv, no.
But you just had but apparently we're in a pandemic, aren't we? And that C word going about still.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't need to say it, but right. So what you're trying to say is he viciously assaulted me.
Yeah, but remember, we just something was going round where if you spat at anyone, you was going directly to jail because you got to
That was the
remember.
thing. That was actually a thing, wasn't it? There was talk
Yeah,
about that, wasn't there?
yeah, of course I did. And you got to remember, spitting in someone's face is worse than assaulting anyone. Do you know, like beating fuck out of someone because you know what I mean? You're spitting in someone's face with all your germs and diseases. How do you know what he hasn't or has got?
Well, please, Alan, don't start doing this to my head, mate.
But no, I would go and get a couple of HIV tests and Hep C tests if I was you.
You're so jocular, mate. You know, you're real witty, Alan. Mate, you know the worst thing. No, the worst thing about it is you know themselves what they're like, and you get a funny on that bit of plastic. You get a funny bit of sweat to you, and it's already dirty. You've already been caked in fucking dirty
Oh,
like
why?
cold
Where
coffee,
did
whatever the fuck it
it?
was.
Can I just ask you whereabouts did it hit you?
Where did what hit me?
His disease-ridden phlegm.
Oh, mate, I don't even know, mate. I don't even know. Like it all happened very quickly, mate. To be honest with
It did, but you used your best Mortal Kombat moves, didn't you?
you. Well, I thought I thought it,
Finish him.
I thought it's only I thought it's only appropriate and proportionate if I was to restrain him. I thought if I was to start laying into him and that would be a bit over the top. You know what I mean?
Wait, but no. We're going through a so-called pandemic. Some fucking disease-ridden smack
Well,
writers
you
just
say
spat in your face.
it's interesting you say this, Alan, because you're right. As far as everyone's concerned, we're not really in this pandemic. That you said so-called pandemic, right? We're not really in it no more, as far as everyone's concerned. But they're trying to ramp up the fear porn for other things, and like there is going to be something else. Do you know what I mean? If it ain't that, there is going to be something else. So no, you are right.
I am right because I know you still got to get the jab to go on cruises. You've got to be at least jabbed twice to go on a cruise. So if it's not a pandemic still, why are they
Hang
still
on.
making you have the jab?
Yeah, exactly. I've just got to address this comment here from Untenable Position. It says, you could have punched him and that would have been reasonable force, to be honest. I would argue the fact that I had the camera in my hand and I've had to give the camera to someone else, and then if I approached him and hit him after the fact, that they could argue that no, that's not reasonable, it's premeditated. Yeah,
No,
in that instance, right? And they would try and do me for it. So I had already thought about that. In how fast it all happened, I did actually have that go through my head. Thank you,
yeah,
Alex.
your reaction, like you say, if you'd have reacted and punched him, that's self-defense. But after he's gone away, it is like you say, it's a you need to do a thingy arrest on him. You can't really assault him. You can use reasonable force to
That's
put
what I
him
mean.
down.
That's what I'm saying. So that was the
No,
reason
you did
for that.
well, Jim. You did well.
Cheers, buddy, mate. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, you and David have done me a right good turn, and that I've got like a load of new followers on Twitter now. So thank you very much for that, buddy, mate.
Oh yeah, I didn't realise how big that'd go up, mate. It went quite big, quite quick, didn't it, last night?
Well, I don't know. It's been going off all day, mate. I've been getting notifications all day.
Well, I did get a private message from the chief super and telling me that my tweet got you released with NFA.
Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Alan.
I don't see. We have got powers, haven't we? Some of us.
Well,
People do normally use
anyway,
power
you
on the last.
quite diverted me, right? So hundreds of far-right activists, led by Hitler lookalike, staged demonstration against asylum seeker hotels in Lincolnshire weeks after riots in Merseyside.
Good knob.
No, you are, right? The protest was held in Skegness, with protesters arguing enough is enough. Fair enough, I would say. It was organised by a patriotic alternative whose poster boy is British neo-Nazi. I mean, that all seems to be factually correct too, doesn't it? To be honest with you. Hundreds of far-right protesters led by Hitler lookalike have staged a demonstration against housing hotel. What was it actually like then, Alan? Because look at this. Look at that coat. And he does look smart though, doesn't he? Who?
Oh, yeah,
What do we
yeah.
reckon,
No,
boy? What do we reckon? Do we reckon he looks smart? Who reckons a groom dogs not children t-shirt looks smarter than that? I think you're trying to do something with that. That's not trying to look smart, is it? That's trying to look something else, mate.
but you got to remember they're using that picture and the picture of you with the groom dogs not children to try and shut us down. So they're using two sides of the coin. So they're labeling you as far right with that message of groom dogs not children as well, mate.
That's what it says further down the thing. That's where it says that it's further down the thing. It goes on to mention about the Tate and that.
Yeah, 1 minute. I'm just about to run out of battery power.
So you are, aren't you?
No, it's
You're not even
charging.
prepared, are you?
I'm here, mate. It's charging now.
Так звані мертві душі. І вони, влада беруть по наказу влади, тих робовласницької, мобільні оператори.
This is what I mean. I don't know.
What's that?
That's a fucking neo-Nazi, mate. It's a Ukrainian one. I was just seeing if I could see any draw any parallels. Alright.
So Alec, he's done 7 years did he join the army 7 years ago?
Right, come on. This is what we want. We want the scoop. We want the goss from you, Alan. Right, because you're our man on the inside, kid.
Jim.
You're
a funny fucker.
Go on then. Give us the goss. Spill the beans, boy.
Right. So my understanding is a guy called Scott organised a demo a couple of months ago, and he was in. I believe he's been in talks with PA. There was I believe there was 2 demos. That's what I believed. I did because I don't you're saying I know what's going on. I don't actually know what's going on. I'm going there to film a demonstration. So I heard there was 2 demos the day before, one at 11 o'clock and one at 12 o'clock. Obviously, when I've got there, it's one big demo. It's a march from the train station to the park, where on the park it was all set up for a demonstration, which I'm not going to lie, mate, this was a well-organised, thought-through demonstration when I've got there, because the police, they'd already had the roads blocked off. They was allowed to walk all the length of the road to the field. There was no Antifa. Hundreds of people all marched the streets. They all got to the field and they all stood there and listened to the speakers and agreed with what the speakers said. And it passed through no trouble at all. It was probably one of the, I've been to a lot of demos, and obviously you always get fucking Antifa, and you always get the police kicking off, and you always get people in the demo kicking off. But there was actually none of that, to be fair, mate.
I heard that Barkley Walsh got marching orders and he got told to get his ass up there, mate.
Oh, what? He got told to go down there? I don't know, but what I can tell you is,
ordered to go down there.
I'm not sure, but there was all of the PA boys was there. I did see them all there.
This is what I'm saying. So this is what I mean. I think they've all orchestrated to all make the effort. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they all made the effort. They all, like you said, they all had all banners made in advance for it. They'd spent a lot of money on that, to be fair. You can tell they'd spent money on that event.
Thing is, though, Kilo, mate, I reckon I've got a source of information.
Who's your source of information, Jim?
No matter, does it?
I know, but I mean, I don't like.
It don't. This is what happened.
But you're asking me questions like I'm on the inside, and I'm thinking I don't even know what's going on because like you're telling me.
I'm getting Kilo at it, mate. What do you mean? Both sides working together. I don't know what that even means. Right. So anyway, so what happened with the money shot, Alan? This is what I want to know. This is what I've got you on here for, to talk about the money shot.
Oh, I'm Banter King. You know me, so you know that he's the Hull Hitler. He's been classed as the Hull Hitler from when he went to Hull and did the speech.
Hull Hitler.
Yeah, that's what the media call him, don't they?
Right.
Hitler from Hull. Hitler lookalike from Hull.
Right.
So, what was we on about? Sorry. Oh, the money shot. So yeah, right. You know the freelance photographer from London, the one that's on our side with our same beliefs and thoughts, but he just sells pictures to the press, basically.
He's from Norfolk, isn't he?
Yeah, you know him, don't you? Though you're all right with him.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, so I was having a chat with him because I ain't caught up with him for a few months. I ain't seen him for a few months, and he was like, "What's a crack and all that?" I'm like, "Oh, he's your money shot. He's what all the press are here for today because he's dressed like that, and that's what the press will put out, won't they? Because it's pretty obvious what you've been seeing the media, the way they're spinning everything. So it's pretty obvious that when he came in that coat like that all the press was going to jump straight on it. So I'm like, go on, Alec, get in your money shot. Stand in front of the banner, basically, get the press shot."
Right now, I'm going to explain to you why this is counterintuitive and why this is like not a great.
Can you explain what that word means to me first?
Well, it sort of goes against being helpful and useful. It's not really a great idea to do.
What, me or him?
Well, fucking right. Say for instance that was all going to happen naturally anyway, because he looks like that, and because the other fellas are fucking, what's it called? He's a photographer, and he'd be looking for that sort of shit anyway. Yeah. Say for the sake of argument, it was destined, it was preordained, it was destined, whatever, and fucking it was going to happen. There's absolutely no need for you to open your big mouth and give anyone any fucking ideas. Do you know what I mean?
Does anyone need any fucking ideas?
No, they don't. They don't need it. They don't need it. That's what I'm saying. It's going to happen anyway. So there's no point like in helping that. So it's like helping the old Bill, isn't it? Do you not think?
Well, I'm helping. I'm not the one dressed up like Hitler.
Well, yeah, but if you're helping them get the money shot,
I'm taking a piss. I'm saying, look, there's your money shot. He just stood up with his fucking cane in his hand.
It ain't a piss take, though, is it?
Well, if you're there and you're stoned and you're looking at it, it's quite fucking a piss take, mate.
I don't know, mate. They're going to stop everything. They're going to stop everything on account of this organization. They're gonna try and stop people from taking their kids out of school and homeschooling them because of this sort of thing as well, I believe. Like,
yeah, you believe like that. And the way things are playing now, I believe, like you say, the police are just trying to use that group to get us all shut down. But the police are just using that group as if to say, oh, look, they've got X X this person, X that person in their group, so they're a terrorist organisation. But just like they said that to Britain First and Yorkshire Rose, you know what I mean? Come on, Yorkie Rose, 5 foot fucking and a Rizzler. But you know what I mean? It's like you can't not play in the runs. I've got to be honest with you, right? Like,
go on. Sorry.
But I filmed the whole demo, and afterwards I spoke to Sam Melia for a couple of minutes, and had my banner my banner opened up, and I hadn't had any what can I say? What's the word for it? No things with the police. I hadn't had any arguments about with the police that day, so I hadn't really been seen near the police. I hadn't seen the police near me. And as soon as I got that banner out with Sam, fucking intelligence officers jumped all over it, run straight over and filmed us.
I've had this conversation with you, Alan. I've literally had this conversation with you. The geezer's getting done on terrorism charges, mate. Do you know?
Yeah, but,
obviously, if you're gonna associate with people like this, and the government are actively running an operation to shut down businesses like yours or fucking organizations or channels, fuck it, just whatever you're doing. If they're looking to stop people doing what you're doing, and you're then gonna stand next to someone who's on a terrorist watch list, getting charged and prosecuted under terrorism laws.
Well, is it? Well, 1 minute. Is he on the terror watch list, and is it terrorism charges he's getting done? I mean, I don't know. Fill me in.
Well, is he not involved? Was he not involved with National Action also? Is that not how the story goes?
So I'm led to believe by headlines, but I don't actually know because I'm too busy doing my own thing, aren't I, all the time? I only get to know stuff if people send me links to stuff.
Well, I don't know, but he's been done because of this 100-handers thing or whatever, yeah, for making.
Well, 1 minute. Let me just play devil's advocate here. Because that picture from National Action that I've seen, that's supposed to be National Action or whatever, that has him in it. It also has someone that you met in it yesterday.
What are you on about?
So, did you meet up with Danny Roscoe yesterday?
I bumped into him.
AKA Scott Tomlin, AKA the brown person in that picture in the National Action photo. Well, come on, mate. If we're gonna do this,
right?
You know
yeah, I mean? but okay. But no one gives a fuck about him. Like you could sit there and talk all the shit about Danny Roscoe in the world. No one gives a fuck about him.
I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying that.
No, but well, it's not like you're calling him a wife beater or nothing. But you're saying he was involved in a thing. Like,
well, 1 minute. Let's rewind. What's this wife beater shit? What are you on about?
No. Well, I'm saying you could have been talking shit, but if you come on to talk shit about people, you could talk shit about them, isn't it? But I'm saying you haven't.
Oh no, I'm not here to talk shit about that. I come here to watch the fucking boxing.
Yeah, well, obviously this is another thing. You know?
And 1 minute, and Jim's just hijacked me under false pretenses. He's going to come watch the boxing, do some commentary with me, active. Yeah. Gets me on the stream and he's like, "No, Len, what happened yesterday in Skegness?"
Well, obviously, but we've got to talk about it. I'm just trying to go through this footage. Yeah, I think I've deleted it, boys. To be honest with you, I think I've done something real fucking stupid.
I can't see the chat, by the way, because I don't want my internet to run shit. So I won't put the chat on because it kicks me out all the time. So if anyone's calling me, I do apologise for not responding to you calling me. But if you're calling me, go suck you. Yeah.
Praise be. Right, so we've got this here. So yeah, basically, I want to address this in the rag here, right? So it says. Right-wing protesters clash with counter-protests outside the Tate Britain Gallery in London in response to drag queen story out earlier this month. Right, they've written a whole. I don't know if I've got the old article still, but they've written up. No, that's not the main one. They've written articles trying to say that as they understand it, it was patriotic alternative that was like putting these things on, hosting these events, so to speak.
Jim, let me just jump in a minute. Right?
Go on.
you could flip it, right? Because I've been to well, not every, but I've been to a few um Poland events, and they're classed as neo-Nazi events, and so you could link me to all kinds of stuff if you
But
wanted to.
like I'm saying, bruv, like I'm saying, we're talking about England. We're talking about what's going on at the moment. We're talking about things that are in the press already. Like, this is the thing. The operation, like I'm saying, the government operation is to shut down independent people reporting the truth that they don't want to be held accountable for, right? That's the thing. So if they're prescribing people, if they're shutting people down on terrorism charges, yeah, trying to say they're not terrorism because they're leaflets, it doesn't matter. The way that legislation is written is so vague, they can apply it any way that they want to, mate, right? So if they're saying that that's inciting hatred for any fucking reason whatsoever, that's terrorism, mate, right? So that's what they're trying to do. If they're actively working on an operation to silence people, and then you're going to stand next to someone who's in the frame at the moment being prosecuted for that sort of thing, it is no surprise that they are going to like jump on you and start filming you and putting you next to him.
Jim. Oh, I love the way you analyze stuff.
What do you mean?
No, I like the way you put it, mate.
Mate, you're all gonna further your existence, are you? All right then, boys. I
No,
ain't seen
listen,
none of you cunts. I
listen.
ain't seen none of you cunts furthering your existence, making sure the little white kiddies are not getting nonced by men dressed up as fucking women. You're gonna sit here on the internet, boys, talking shit like a bunch of boomers, like doing nothing, mate. So you sit there giving it your 14, thinking you're fucking hard and that. It's really quite sad and pathetic.
Oh, I can't see the chat. You got loads of shit in the chat.
Nah, just a few bellends, mate.
Jimbo.
The government are dividing us. That's the point. But
No, they are. No, they are. This is it. Yeah, this is it. When you look at it, though, Jim, do you feel like you're not falling into?
This is the thing that they will divide us, and we do need division because there are people that we can't be around, and they're people that seriously do think they're better than other people for no fucking reason whatsoever.
I've always lived life by I don't really give a fuck what people think of me, mate. They take me as a come. If you don't like me, you don't like me. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lose sleep over it because I lose sleep enough as it is.
Well,
I
anyway,
know. I just think. I know. I mean, if anyone don't like me and they talk behind me back, so be it. I probably talk about fucking hundreds of people behind their back.
I'm just going through this video now, trying to see if this is the one or if it's the next one, because I've actually found what I was looking for, but I don't know if it's this one or the next one. But it makes the point because these rags will report that these people set up these demonstrations and they hijack them. They come with about 10 people when there's 50 people already there. So they're a percentage of it. They're not fucking hosting nothing. They're tarnishing, they're maiming anything that they fucking touch, obviously.
But it makes the headlines, doesn't it? Because the headlines don't want to print anything positive, about anything on the right side of politics.
Obviously not.
So anything they can publish, this is what I mean. I can see fucking loads of fucking hit jobs coming out on me, but I don't give a fuck. It's like they've tried over the years. You're on about trying to fucking make you into a terrorist, but look what they tried to do over the years to me anyway. They've tried locking me up, shutting me down. They've tried fucking hiding it all at Dover. They've spent all the money and they've realised they can't stop it. So what do they do now? They like shut the main people's channels down and they target people with terrorism, to try and scare them out of it. He's like, I could tell you some stuff. I can't though because it's people don't want it getting out. But I could tell you something that's happened today that you think, hold on a minute, you know what I mean? Really? Is it gone that deep? I need to talk to you about it off camera, to be fair.
All right. So this is probably the best you get to make the fucking point here. So let's do that. Share screen window. This one. All right. If I make that, can I make that bigger?
What's that?
Is that so as big as that goes? All right. So if we look at the front, this is at the Tate Britain, yeah.
All right, yeah.
I don't know if anyone knows what the ratio of what the demographics like of the people that are actually in patriotic alternatives. But if you look here, there's quite a few women that you can see here. Got Cheska here, mixed race woman. Got an Asian sort of, I don't know what that is, if that's a man or a woman. You don't like to be presumptuous in this day and age, do you? But the point is, at the front here is like all women and that basically, right? But this is supposed to be an event that PA's put on. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I can see what you're saying, and I can see your right. I can see your frustration because you're part of.
No, yeah. Look, where is PA? Because I know all these people.
This is
Yeah.
what I mean. I know you're part of this. So,
I know
like,
all these people. This is the fucking thing, right? And they ain't parts of PA, mate. So.
But right. But the thing is, right, you're looking at it at the wrong angle, right? So
Why?
you know all these people. Right, no, listen, hear me out. Hear me out.
For the children, who's going to want to stand up for the children at the risk of being fucking named a Nazi and the rest of it? It's all.
But right, hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm getting upset for a reason, like because.
No, listen, hear me out.
It's playing out exactly as the fucking state wants it to. Like everyone's being their useful cunt idiot self, mate. Is the thing.
No, but what I'm saying, yeah, I'm looking at this, yeah, from a neutral, yeah. You know everybody on that demo because you're part of that movement. PA have come to that demo, yeah, and the headlines have all been about PA. So, but is that PA?
Quick.
Right, listen.
No,
listen.
hang on. Look, there's PA. There's your PA boys, yeah? Can you see them, boys?
But what I'm saying, listen, what I'm saying.
See where they were, though. This is the thing. They're not about representing or trying to fight for the children. It's like Towler says. I got the clip of her saying, we got the photos. Do you know what I mean? We got what we went for, yeah? And at the same time, they think they're promoting themselves and they're getting their message out there. All they're doing is fucking up everything for everyone else.
But the thing is,
the real concerned parents that want to go out and take a stand against paedophilia, then have to think twice and think, oh, they're gonna call me a Nazi. Oh, it's not nice round here. I can't have people thinking I'm a Nazi. Someone might do me something. This, that. Do you know how it is? Like people.
I know exactly how it is. But I mean, the headline, right? So they've gone there, but the headlines have all been about them. But you can't, so to speak, blame them for the press making the headlines about them. If they hadn't have been there, Jim, you still know they would have deemed you all right.
No. Listen, little faggots. You lot are hiding over the other side of the road, yeah? Wesley himself says he has to wait for more police cars to go down there until he knows it's safe to go down there. So don't ever try and tell me anything.
I'm not trying to. I mean,
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the faggots in the chat, mate. This is right. You lot can't tell me nothing. This is the thing. We are cut from a different cloth. We are different breed. You lot have got no fucking idea. This is where we're at, and it is blatantly obvious and clear for anyone that fucking gets it. They can see you lot for what you are. This is the thing. Sorry, Alan.
No, you're all right, mate. You're all right. It's like it's an I know exactly where you're coming from, mate.
Well, look, you can see where they was. They was over the other side of the road, mate. It's that's what it is. They're a fucking psyop, mate. They're to tarnish all grassroots movements, obviously. Going to get fucking home education taken off the fucking capabilities for any normal person. I guarantee it. Mark my fucking words.
I've already seen somewhere that this talk of taking that off the curriculum.
Listen, what I've read.
That's the thing. Listen, that's the thing. What you just said about the curriculum taking the homeschooling off it.
What are you saying?
That homeschooling, that's the thing. They're taking that away.
Yeah, they're already trying to take that away. That's what I'm saying. This is the thing.
2030, mate. We've only got 7 years, mate, until we're all fucked.
Mate, anyway, so that's where they were, as the other side of the road. This is the thing. I was going to make a video about it. I've been busy and that. I've not got round to doing it. So that's the video. That's where they were. Everyone else was protesting. Normal people, man, woman and child. Not a bunch of fucking incels simping on Hitler.
So we're not watching the boxing?
Let's see where the boxing's at. Mike Tyson.
Oh, right. No, I just thought, no, is it? I'm just checking to see if the boxing is on. Are you lying to me?
No, the boxing is on. Mike Tyson's talking shit at the minute.
Oh, he's probably on the shrooms, though. Get him on. He's good.
I hear him. Oh, look, it's fucked me.
Anyway, can we talk about your arrest, Jim?
What about it? You can't.
Well, you was arrested, placed in a cell for so many hours. Was you interviewed? What happened?
No, nothing. They couldn't be fucked to do it. They couldn't be fucked to do their job, could they? They couldn't be asked with it, mate.
Yeah, but there's a few grand waiting for you now, isn't there?
Is there?
Well, yeah.
What are you saying? 18K hotline, fucking hold down number 2, mate. Get put straight through.
Yeah, well.
Ring up the solicitors and get a claim on the fucking.
Oh yeah, of course. You know that. It's right.
I don't know if that's a go though, mate. To be honest with you.
Of course it is. You got NFA. He was arrested and released without charge, so he was unlawfully locked up.
Yeah, but they would argue that they was fucking taking me out of the situation to make sure there weren't a commission of a further offence.
But they arrested you for a fray.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where's the where's the particulars of the offence to say, hold on a minute,
Fighting in public, making people scared in public.
You weren't fighting in public. You put a man down that just
assaulted you. Yeah, but these are things that had to be proved later, didn't they? This is all part of the.
No, because a decent, competent copper would have reviewed the evidence, because you said you had it all on camera, so it would have taken him 5 minutes to look at your footage.
They basically told me in no uncertain terms that they didn't have the resources to go through the footage, the last 10 minutes of footage on the live stream.
But they didn't need the last 10 minutes. They needed 1 minute of it where he come up to you, spat in your face, and you fucking put him on the floor. That's it. End of.
Yeah, well, it's like 40 seconds, isn't it? Like the actual.
But they didn't have the resources, but they had like 10 coppers there to arrest you within seconds.
Yeah, well, I don't know why you're having a pop at me. You know it's fucking like.
Yeah, but this is what about your grounds for suing?
Oh, right, yeah. Right, no.
I'm giving you your grounds to sue. This is your counterclaim against them.
Right. Okay.
If you look at the code of practice, they should, if they don't take just that, they haven't received a report from that guy saying you've assaulted him. They've come around the corner because there was a commotion happening, yeah, and they've took his word over your word. Yeah, they don't know what's happening.
He got nicked as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, well then.
Everyone's going on like he didn't get nicked. Like, he got nicked.
I don't fucking know, do I?
Listen, they said to me, because I wouldn't give them my fingerprints. I told them who I was yesterday, yeah, because I've got all my shit, all my Jim boobeh fucking microphone and the rest of it, yeah. So I told them who I was blatantly, but once I got to the station, they tried fucking about for my ring, yeah. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck about too much. I said you can have the ring. But then they was like, right, it's a recordable offence. We're going to take your fingerprints. I said, you're not having the fingerprints. I said, you just beat me up over my fucking ring and that, yeah? I said, you're not taking the fucking fingerprints. I said, furthermore, you haven't got the right to take fingerprints. I said, no amount of force is reasonable when dealing with a civil member of society and that. You haven't got the grounds to use force. No amount of force is reasonable. You can only use force when someone is being violent and physical. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, what's the guidelines for the police officer being spat at? What's the guidelines for him to do?
Right. So if you spit at a police officer, what their protocol to do is to twist you the fuck up and put your face in your chest, hold your face, the back of your head, push your head down into your chest, and then have you twisted up and then put a net over your head, like a netted hood over your fucking head, the whole thing. So it's like goes down to your neck, covers your whole head. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get that how serious it is, then because of diseases.
Look, I know what they do. Like, this is how I knew in my head that I was allowed to fucking restrain him reasonably and proportionately.
Yeah, but you have got a claim against the police anyway, because he's fucking spat in your face with diseases and they haven't even done the right protocol and had you checked out.
Well, what do you mean had you checked out, Alan? Like, what are you on about?
I don't know. There's got to be some, you didn't even wash your face. You didn't even wash the shit off you.
Mate. This is the thing, yeah? You need to do some studying and shit, mate. Like, worrying about AIDS and stuff is no good for you.
I'm not worried. No, I'm not worried about it. I'm worried for you, mate, not for me.
Right, no, right. Did you know the CDC done a study on 170 heterosexual couples which all had one partner with HIV positive AIDS? AIDS, actually, not HIV positive, AIDS, yeah? 170 couples, heterosexual couples, yeah? Did you know, after 20-year studies, do you know how many of the partners actually contracted the virus?
All of them.
0.
Fuck off.
0. Hep B is something to be concerned about, but that's a bloodborne virus. So if he was fucking spitting blood at me in my eye, for instance, then yes, I would be concerned. But
you don't know you don't know if he's got blood in his fucking mouth.
Yeah. Basically, the only thing you've got to worry about is getting it in your eye anyway, Alan, is what I'm saying. Or in your mouth.
Oh, fucking hell.
There is no pathogenic viruses. Here. Gum disease. Well, yeah, that's always a risk, isn't it? What time does this kick off then? This old Mickey Mouse bollocks, mate.
I don't know. You fucking woke me up, mate. I don't know. What time is it?
9:30.
What time does it say it's going to start?
I don't know, mate. There's been loads of shit fights on.
What time does it end?
I don't fucking know.
What? And it got a time on it where it says.
You want to hear it on the microphone, Alan? You'd be making you fucking, mate. It's no coincidence that the World Government Summit is in Saudi. It's no coincidence. What's going on? They're taking it down. There you go, Alan.
What?
They've taken the fucking stream down.
It says we're live.
It says we're live. Yeah, no, everyone, look, quick, delete it.